I don't want to begin to take names, but really, if you were to list 10 top newspapers and 10 top TV channels and 10 top private broadcasters, not a single one would be leaning towards the right. So I don't know which media promotes right-wing views. There are people within the media at the individual level who may have very conservative right-leaning views, but let's admit it, they are really a fraction in terms of the overall numbers. So all media owners have a policy not to promote what is called, the conservative, not even conservative. Conservative is a sort of more apologetic word. Very right-wing views. Their publications speak for themselves. And what goes around on Pakistani media, frankly, is supra-liberal. Start from the morning shows and end up at the entertainment news in news channels, going by the very shallow definition of what liberal qualifies in general discourse. Otherwise, of course, it's a philosophical concept. So I don't know. I think people, again, have a problem with listening to the conservative argument. Now, conservative argument, I'm not talking about the extremist and a terrorist argument. Conservative argument is a strong argument. It's an argument that has already won elections in Egypt. It's an argument that has won elections in certain African countries. It's an argument that has won elections in a different way in Europe, where conservative parties have come up in a big way. It's a very strong force within America. It's a very strong force within UK. And these are very conservative people. George W. Bush was a Bible reciting, cross-bearing and holy war conducting kind of a president. He said that God had asked him to invade Afghanistan or Iraq. What I'm saying is the conservative argument is a very strong argument. In a society where there are very conservative groups, you can't really lock them out. You need to listen to them. Yes, you ban them, and all terrorist groups should be banned, regardless of their religious affiliation. I think from Karachi's terrorist groups to Quetta terrorist groups to Islamabad's terrorist groups to religious groups, they should all be banned. But let's admit it, most of the groups that have made it big politically in Middle East were banned groups. These had militant wings. Erdogan, was a known defender of jihad in the 80s, and somebody was telling me that he has a picture where he's actually either shaking hand or embracing Gulbuddin Hikmatyar. At that time, everybody used to embrace Gulbuddin Hikmatyar. Even Americans used to embrace Gulbuddin Hikmatyar. Very conservative, very right-wing. Look what he's done with his country. So if a conservative argument's appearance in a column or a talk show is seen as a measure of the right-wing leaning of the media, I think that's really exaggeration. As far as I'm concerned, the media is happily placed away, far away from the right wing.